Okay guys, so I want to explain Osechi. So that is a Japanese New Year's dish. So I did some research and I asked a lot of my Japanese friends. That's usually where my research comes from. But back in the day it was actually in a box. It was in a box and it was stacked, like maybe 3 or 4 layers high. And everything that you put into the boxes, they all have meaning. So for example, you have black beans, and that means this, or you have like shrimp, and that means that. So every food has a meaning, and it's very important. So nowadays, I don't think people stack them in boxes and you make them like that anymore. You just kind of, spread it out on the table and eat it. I think the best way to explain it would be it's Japanese Thanksgiving, because the food is very, very Japanese for me, which means it's very beautiful to look at. Just to look at. But here's a picture. You can see what some of the Osechi really looks like. But what I can say about Japanese food is it's all very healthy, and that it takes a lot of time to prepare. I talked to some of the old ladies in the neighborhood, and they spend hours upon hours upon hours getting it ready, just like moms at home spend time to get Thanksgiving dinner ready. And like Thanksgiving dinner, it's supposed to last, where you have the, back in the day they were stacked in boxes, and what you didn't eat, you could kind of go back and nibble on them for the next couple of days, because for New Year's, for at least a couple of days afterwards, you're not supposed to be doing a whole lot, just kind of enjoying the new year. So this is a time for the moms to do all this cooking in one day, and then they have a couple of days where they're kind of off and people just eat the food that they've cooked. So that's Osechi Dori. Depending on where you live in Japan, there may be like additional levels or additional dishes. In Japan, having a local flavor to everything is very important. But because I live alone, I don't have any Japanese people to cook osechi for me, so I don't really know a whole lot. I did eat it one time many years ago, and I just remember that it was very difficult for me because I just came to Japan. I wasn't really into Japanese food at the moment, or at the time, so I just remember it being a very long meal for me. But people who know me know I don't really do fish, and there's lots of fish, so what can you say? But that's Osechi Dori. It's very important to the Japanese customs and New Year's. Nowadays, you don't even have to cook it. You can go to the grocery store, or there are places that if you can order it, they'll send it to your house. So you can be like, I want enough food for 10 people, and you fill out your order, you pay for it, and then on New Year's Day they deliver it to your house. So you don't have to cook. So modern convenience, right? So that's another thing that's kind of changed in recent years, and that's Osechi. I hope that you learned a little something. For people who eat sechidori all the time, if I got something wrong, please tell me. I'm always trying to learn about Japanese people and Japanese culture. So even though I live here, it doesn't mean that I have all the answers, but I'm very curious to find them if I'm wrong. So please let me know. So that's Osechi Dori, and enjoy. Keep an eye out for my next video.